Hello, it's Jason. Welcome back to Hardy Life Outdoors. I am here in Central Ohio again in the garage because it's a nasty drizzly day outside, just not a good day for camera equipment. So I set up here in the garage this morning. You can see behind me, I guess before I say what's behind me, this is going to be episode or stage 7 of the pool project, the backyard pool project. And what you're seeing behind me is a lot of the materials the guys are using. So when they first showed up for dig day, they also made a pretty significant delivery. It takes up about half of my garage of materials and items that will go into the pool. So a lot of what you see here, bags and bags and bags of vermiculite, the heater, pumps, equipment for cleaning the pool, let's see, liquid chlorinator. I won't go through everything, all kinds of stuff. I expect most of this stuff will go into the construction process. Some of it is the mechanicals that will support the pool long term, as well as some of the chemicals to keep it clean. So I'm sure I'll be learning more about a lot of this stuff here in the near future. If you've been following along, in order, we just wrapped up stages 5 and 6. Those were all about backfilling the pool. We went from basically having a hole in the ground with the frame around it to a nice finished pad that's ready for concrete. One of the last things they did was put some metal in the concrete and did a bunch of bonding. I mentioned before that the bonding is done so that to reduce the chances of electrical shock. So they got that in, but today the big thing is concrete. So we've got the pad, well, not a pad, the entire pool is framed up and ready for concrete. So expectation is around 9 o'clock today, the concrete truck will roll in. They've got some buggies out front and they're going to start moving concrete back here to pour the pad for the pavilion, and then come back in a couple days and pour the pad for the rest of the pool. So we're going to see a huge transformation this week from just dirt and the raw pad to having concrete in place and being ready to start laying pavers. So I'm not going to continue to talk about it. We'll watch for the equipment to show up and start tracking what they're doing. Better than halfway done with what they're doing today. Pouring that footer over there for the fireplace, and I forget how many yards they said that was going to take. 3 or 4 yards of concrete. It was a decent amount. As you look at the finish of it, people may be looking, thinking not much of a finish, but this is all going to end up with pavers on top of it. So this is just giving us a good solid base to lay pavers on. So we're not going to end up with a fancy brushed finish to this. Go out of town for a couple days for work, and I knew there was going to be a huge transformation while I was gone, as I knew concrete was coming. So as you can see behind me, they have got everything around the pool is poured. So we're down to just a little bit of concrete left that's going to go from the pool out to the driveway. But they came in, they poured it all the way around. We've got about I don't know what you can see here, but looking down the side, we've got 4 feet on the far side of the pool, 5 feet on the other, and then a couple large areas where we're going to be able to put some chairs, put dining tables. Kind of made me crazy being away while they were pouring concrete, just because I knew how much the place was going to change, and I like watching. So while I was gone, Debbie snapped some pictures and videoed a little bit of the work, so you can see that they had a bunch of guys here. They had at least one buggy, concrete buggy going, and they were using the skid steer. So they made pretty fast work of trips to the street and back to bring concrete back, poured out. Had guys back here that were, I don't want to say finishing it because it's not been broomed. This is the layer that went down that they're going to now put tile on. So it has a rough finish to it. They did install some drains, so all the concrete is laid so that it slopes away from the pool. Obviously you don't want water when it rains running into the pool and all the dirt that goes with that, so they slope the concrete away. On this end where the pavilion is, we got about 9 feet, and then we've got a drain, so it's all going to slope towards the pavilion. Pavilion has a little bit of a slope back to the drain as well, so everything's going to drain, go to that channel drain and then drain out the sides. Over by the house, we've got the same thing. We don't want water draining against the house, so sloping the concrete away from the house, away from the pool. It's either going to go into beds or into those drains. So all that's been put in, but at this point the concrete is mostly done. I mentioned we got a sidewalk going out to the driveway. They're going to extend the driveway back a little, but they're now at a spot where they can start doing the pavers that go on top of this. So I know one of the things they're going to do is they're going to start them on the pavilion so that they can get the mechanical set. They're going to go around and they're going to put the shoot, I want to call it bullnose, but I know that's not what he called it. They're going to put the layer that goes right around the edge of the pool first as well. So pretty excited. It looks great. We're really seeing it start to become the space it's going to be when it's done. I'm not sure what stuff can happen at the same time. I'm calling what's done now concrete kind of 7A. Stage 7 is all about concrete and pavers. So the concrete is done. Because we're doing pavers, this stage gets extended. If you don't do pavers, you would end up with a nice finished brushed concrete, but in this case we're going with pavers. So we've got I don't know, a couple weeks I think of paver install. I'm hoping it goes fast, but they've got that, and then fairly soon they're going to start finishing the inside of the pool, so that's coming as well. So anyway, that's where we're at from a concrete standpoint. I'll throw in the videos if you haven't already seen them. I think I've already thrown them in that Debbie shot. But we're going to call it a wrap on 7A. Thanks for joining. Remember, outdoors is always in season. We are getting closer and closer to being able to enjoy the pool season. Keep watching. I've got a video coming of the outdoor fireplace. It has really made progress while I'm gone as well, so that video is coming along. And you know, we're gonna start shooting them laying pavers. So thanks for joining. Have a good one. See you next time.